Servus und herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Ausgabe Bastis Corner. Heute für mich eine Premiere, eine ganz besondere Ausgabe, weil ich heute mein erstes Interview auf Englisch halten werde, weil mein heutiger Gast vom FC Bayern München, Nick Weiler-Babb ist. Nick, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm good. I just talked before this recording with a teammate of yours, and he said you know a little bit of German. Like
just a little
come
bit,
on.
not confidently enough to speak it, but you know.
Okay, but it's your fourth year in Germany. You're wearing the German national team jersey right now,
Yeah.
so a little bit you gotta know, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. I think the most of it I learned was during my first year when I did Eurobaskets, and with the national team, obviously they're speaking the majority German, so I kind of picked up here and there, and luckily had guys with me with like Andy and Niels and Kramer that I hung out with, so they kind of wrote me along.
Okay. First of all, I also have you to congratulate you. It was your birthday yesterday. Did you enjoy it with a couple good German brewskis, or how did you spend your time?
No, I didn't fully indulge in the German tradition, but spent some time with my wife and son, and we just grabbed some dinner, went into the city, and not too much. The weather wasn't great, but got to make the most of it.
Okay. You turned 28, so you're in your prime right now, because everybody says from 28 to 32 you're in your prime. How are you feeling right now with the new coach, with the new situation?
I'm feeling really good. It's kind of took a little bit from the beginning of the season to get used to the change, and coming from 3 years with Trinkieri and everything. So I think the biggest thing was adjustment, and I think we're finally getting there, finally turning the page, and I'm having a good time now.
Yeah, I mean, from the outside, you really can see the development of you guys as a team. Right now, you're in Madrid. You have like a very difficult game in front of you guys. Last week, there's supposed to be the big German Classico against Alba, but it canceled due to weather conditions in Munich.
Yeah.
Did Pablo give you guys a day off, or yeah?
We kind of just stuck to the schedule. We, instead of having the game, we instead just went up to the gym and had a practice. Nothing too intense, but I think we had Monday maybe off, and then straight into the double week in EuroLeague. So we didn't have too much time off, but I think it was good to kind of get our game plan set together for a big week we had.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always like impressed with the schedule and the lot of games you guys have to play. What would you do when you have a day off? Like, spend the time with your family, enjoy Munich. What is your routine?
I think now that that my family's officially moved out here, I think there is no such thing as off days. When we have the days off from basketball, it's always time to go explore the city or go find something to do, and never really just sitting at home, kind of wasting a lot of time, because my wife and kid is doing that while I'm gone. So when I get back, it's time to play and for daddy duties. So that's always fun though.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I told already, like you're 28 right now. Do you have a special routine of taking care of your body? You have a diet, or how you manage to stay in shape?
I mean, I think the biggest thing is like to recover is during our schedule is like doing the sauna after practices, or getting in the ice bath and the cold tub after practices and before these long trips, and getting treatment like tonight after we get off of this, I got treatment. So just mostly staying on top of that, and with how much we travel, like I said, being in hotels, it's hard to be strict to a diet with hotel foods and everything. But when I'm in Munich, I try to kind of watch what I'm eating and not go too crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I have to tell you, I always hated to play against you, because like for me, like you were like in every aspect of the game, you're like a threat. You know what I mean? Like, and right now I love to watch you, because you do a little bit of everything. Like you're a threat on offense. You you're known for your hard defense. You rebound the basketball like for opponent. You always were a nightmare, but I think everybody's very happy that you're on that team. And I also thought like it was a great step that you played for the German national team, because you were a guy who fits perfectly in every team.
Mm-hmm.
And you had a big role winning the bronze medal in Berlin. How did you feel wearing that jersey and in your first summer also like winning a medal?
Man, it was well, first off, thank you for the compliment about everything. But I think it was kind of crazy to embrace the fact that, you know, these guys have been doing this thing and take so much pride in playing for their country, and to step in, coming in my first year and kind of being accepted how I was, with a lot of guys that I've played with or played next to, against, in my 3 or 4 years out here. I had a great time being out there and spending time with those guys and winning a medal. And it was the biggest thing for me was just coming in and fitting in right away. You know, I'm not trying to do too much, and like obviously it's not my role on that team to have to do too much. Kind of just play defense, shoot the shot when I'm open, and, you know, just kind of go out there and have fun. But I definitely got to see why there's so much pride in playing with the national teams and everything like that. And I think it was just a great summer for me. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, how disappointed like you've been like this summer with that injury, not be able to play the World Championship. Like, I mean, I talked to a lot of guys who maybe could been on the team, and they say, hey, it's so bittersweet. You could have also like win the World Champion. Like, how did you watch that tournament, and did you stay in touch with those guys?
Yeah, definitely. I had obviously the practice game against the U.S. was on like national TV back home, so I got to watch that, sit on the couch and watch that. Sadly, I wasn't playing, but to watch those guys have so much fun, and I was in contact with mostly Andy. We were texting back and forth about me not being there, and to see him go out there and go crazy and
he went crazy.
Oh my gosh, to see, but just to see like how much enjoyment they were having out there, and just like you can just tell how close they were compared to other teams, and how close knit everybody was, and it was just really good to see. Sadly, I couldn't be there, but it was really good to see it on TV and be able to kind of follow along with it as much as I could.
So you were in the States when you watched the World Championship?
Yeah, I was in the States, yeah.
So did you talk a little trash to the guys in the States and say, hey, that's my team, like I'm on that team?
Yeah, it was actually funny because I was college teammates with Tyrese Halliburton, and then to see all the memes about him and Andy and all the stuff, like it was just really funny to see. But obviously I was really close. I had a really close relationship with him, so I'm not going to talk trash to him. But but spending time with people, you know, I was watching the game and it was just good. I'm happy that they won and was able to get those wins.
You played with him at Iowa State?
Yeah, he was a freshman my last year.
Do you know that a BBL legend also played at Iowa State, a German sharpshooter? Did you know that Lukas Steiger? I think he also played at Iowa State. Do you know him?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think he also went to Iowa State, but way before you. Like, I think he also went.
It's a great place to be. It's a great place to be. Great city, great
college. What do you think? How are your chances to be in Paris next summer?
As of right now, I'm trying to. The biggest thing for me is to stay healthy. So I think if everything is how it is, and I get the chance to go out there and even, you know, get the chance to be out there and play with those guys, I'll be super excited. But, you know, I'm not the only one trying to get a spot on that team. So it's definitely going to be a grind, and up to Gordy. So
yeah. Let's move a little bit to the BBL. Your next game is against Ulm.
Yep.
It's the top game of the week. your teammate Isaac Bonga said that he wanted also Ulm in the semifinals for the cup. It sounds a little bit that there's like, we would say in German, there's an open bill to pay. I think you guys owe them something for what happened last season.
Oh man, they whooped us last year, and there's nothing we can say or do about that. But now it's a new season, new roster, new everything. So it's definitely going to be a game I'm looking forward to. I think they handled their business last year, and now we get a chance to kind of even the score, and so I'm excited for that game, definitely. And they're playing well.
I'm looking forward to those games, man. I always like the top games, and I mean, if you look at the standings, it also, I mean, for both teams, it matters a little bit, in my opinion, because at the end of the day, you want to have home court advantage in the playoffs.
Absolutely.
So it really matters. At the end of my interviews, I always have like a little thing calling I'm asking for a friend. So
Okay.
Why is your nickname the Big Twerk?
Who told you this?
I mean, you can guess. Who told me that?
I don't know. The only person that actually calls me this is Carson, but
it was Niels. Niels told me that.
I don't know if I can actually tell you the real reason that Carson calls me this or like came about it, but I guess we can just say that I'm a big dance guy when it comes to practice and messing around all the time. So we'll just leave it at that.
Okay, that's a good enough answer. So yeah. Hey Nick, thanks a lot for taking your time. I mean, you have a busy schedule. Good luck for the next game. Stay healthy, and I hope to see you soon in action somewhere in those gyms in Germany.
Yeah, no, definitely. Thank you for having me on here, and I'm sure we'll see each other soon.
All right. Bye, Nick.
Bye.